Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look into my empties bin. I have filled it up again, and so it's time to talk about what's in here. This is the most random bunch of weird stuff, some skincare, some makeup, some supplements, some eye drops. I mean, it's just random. So I usually try to organize it, but I feel like this batch, there's no organizing this thing, so I'm just going to start pulling stuff out. So it'll be like a little surprise package, right? We'll just I close my eyes and reach in. Oh my gosh, what am I going to get first? First product out is my Estee Lauder Sumptuous Knockout Mascara. This is my holy grail mascara. I love this stuff. I discovered it about 1.5 years ago, and it is just the perfect mascara for me. It gives me length and volume. This will help to amp up what you have, make it look good, but make it look like natural. This doesn't give you like creepy spider leg looking lashes. They look good. They have they have volume, they have length, they're pretty, and the best part about it is that it wears well. I find that the older I get, the less patience I have for mascaras that are clumpy, mascaras that rain little black particles down below my eyes every day, mascaras that dribble with my teary eyes in the afternoon. Oh, the other thing I love about this is the brush. It's a nice small brush. I hate those giant furry Christmas tree brushes because then they go through my lashes and I end up with mascara all over my eyelid. That's a problem for me too. I know I have a lot of problems, but that's what makes this so good, is that it solves a lot of my problems. Another random pick. Okay, this is my Olay Regenerist Micro Sculpting Cream. This is my favorite nighttime moisturizer. So I've been using this for about 10 years now, and I still love it and I still use it. I get the fragrance-free version though, because I don't really like fragrance in my skincare, but this contains a lot of niacinamide, which is one of my favorite anti-aging ingredients, and I don't know why every moisturizer on the planet doesn't have niacinamide in it, because it's good for your skin no matter what age you are. It has a high dose of niacinamide in there. It's like the 4th ingredient in here. This also contains glycerin, and it has hyaluronic acid, and it has a couple of peptides. So as a general moisturizing cream, it's really great, but it also has a few really good anti-aging ingredients in it. Anyway, great product, love it, have repurchased, am using still, same with the mascara. Alrighty, let's go in there. Okay, something for the hair. This is my Alterna Caviar Anti-Aging Smoothing Hydrogel Nourishing Hair Perfector. It does like 10 things. So it moisturizes and it defrizzes and it conditions and it smooths and it shines. They have repackaged it though, so it's not in this tube with the pump anymore. And I did just repurchase this in the Sephora sale, so I do like to get it for 20% off because it is a little spendy for this. But I gotta say, this 3.4 ounce tube really lasts me a long time. I love it, and it keeps my hair looking nice and shiny and really manageable, and helps, you know, hold a curl and everything. So that's a great product. Love that. Next up, this is going to be all the small stuff on the top is going to come out first. All right, my Curology. There's going to be at least one of these in every one of my empties because I go through one of these every month or month and a half. This is my prescription tretinoin, my Retin A now. I did have a prescription from my dermatologist for generic tretinoin, and I started getting Curology instead because this is a company where they ship it to you every month. So this is a great way to get your Retin A if you don't want to go to make a doctor's appointment to get it, or if your insurance won't cover it and your pharmacy is charging you a fortune for it, then this is the way to go. You just do like an online consultation with one of their healthcare providers, and then they prescribe you whichever strength of tretinoin they think that you need. They can start you at a low dose and then bump you up over time. And they also mix in 2 other ingredients, whether it's for acne or anti-aging. So mine is kind of an anti-aging acne combo. I've barely had a pimple in the entire year since I've been on this, so I absolutely love it. If you want to try it for the first month free, I do have a link in the information box below the video. You can click the link. Oh, next up is my Matrixyl Synth 6 Serum from Timeless. I just finished this one up the other day and I haven't gotten my new one in yet, so I'm kind of like, don't have my Matrixyl. But Matrixyl Synth 6 is a peptide, it's an anti-aging peptide. It's supposed to work on 6 different signs of aging in your skin. And I love the products from Timeless. I have a discount code for Timeless as well, which is HF5 off. It's all lowercase. So that code is good for $5 off on any of the Timeless serums. I use so many of the serums and I love them, but this is one of my favorites. I use this one at night where my neck is so sensitive and I can hardly use anything on my neck anymore. This is one of the things that I can still use on my neck and it doesn't irritate, so this one I have continued to use. This is the CoverGirl Lid Lock-Up. This is an eyelid primer. Discovered this about 6 months ago. CoverGirl sent me their entire line of makeup, and this was one of my favorite things in it, and one of my favorite products of the year, I'm gonna say. It is like a flesh tone, and I like this little doe foot applicator, so I just do bloop bloop on each eyelid. I have repurchased it, so this is the new one. It helps my eyeshadow to last all day. There is no creasing, there's no fading of the eyeshadow, and it helps with blending and it helps with the color payout of the eyeshadows. I find that this really helps like the eyeshadow to kind of stick where you put it and stay all day. Okay, here's a tiny one. This is my Urban Decay lip liner. This is the 24/7 lip liner in Naked. I have already purchased a new one of this because I love it so much. So that is just the perfect nude lip liner for me. I love the color, I love the staying power. It's not drying, it doesn't run up into my lip wrinkles. It is just the perfect product. Also off the top is the Ordinary Lactic Acid 5% plus HA. Lactic acid is really great for your skin. It's an alpha hydroxy acid, so it is a chemical exfoliant, so it causes the upper layers, the dead layers of your skin to slough off, revealing like brighter, fresher, less damaged, less marked up, less wrinkly skin, which is great, so I love it for that. So the next things are a couple of supplements that I have been taking recently and for a long time. This one is my phytoceramide supplement. I finish off one of these a month. Phytoceramides are plant-based ceramides. So I reviewed ceramide supplements a while ago because Dr. Oz had done a story on how it was like a facelift in a jar, which it wasn't a facelift in the jar by any stretch of the imagination, but I did find that it helped to keep my skin a little bit more hydrated, more moisturized, especially in the dead of winter. But at 20 bucks a bottle, I was like, do I really need them over the summer months? Not really, so I buy 6 months worth at a time. I start in September, I take them through March. So that's my phytoceramide. You know Tati here on YouTube, Glam Life Guru, she's got a gajillion subscribers. She is huge. She released her own product over this past year. The first one she released was called Halo Beauty. It was a skincare supplement. It had some things in it that I wasn't interested in, mainly biotin. And the reason I didn't want biotin is I tried it before, and it is for hair and nail growth. And yes, it does work. It will make your hair and your nails grow faster, but not any stronger, not any thicker. And I didn't love using it because having, you know, gray roots and struggling to find time to go get my manicure done, as you can see, I just didn't want to have to do that stuff more often. But when she released the Kiwi Booster, which is different from the original booster, I was like, oh yeah, that has a bunch of things in it that I already use, that I already kind of believe in, and so I will give it a try, and it doesn't contain the biotin. This also contains ceramides, which is why I wanted to pull it out with this guy. So for the month that I took this, I didn't take this. So this was my ceramide pill for the month, but this also contains some really good antioxidants. It's got some vitamin D, which you know we can all use more of. What else? A couple kinds of vitamin B, some zinc, rosehip powder, MSM, which is another thing that I take in my glucosamine chondroitin supplement, grapeseed extract, which I also take a resveratrol grapeseed supplement already. This one has 40 milligrams of the phytoceramide, and this one has 350 milligrams of the phytoceramide. There's a lot of various studies on different types, wheat versus rice, and of course the makers of rice versus wheat, they want to prove that theirs is better. So there is a study showing that this particular rice-based phytoceramide is like 3 times more effective at 40 milligrams than this is at 350. But there are also a bunch of independent studies on wheat-based phytoceramides at levels between 200 and 350 milligrams that show that it's very hydrating to the skin. So anyway, I went ahead and I took these for a month, and I didn't really notice any difference in my skin, nor did I expect to, because I was already taking my phytoceramides. I think it's a good product. I think the quality of things that are in here are good. If you were looking for a rice-based phytoceramide, which I could never recommend before because I couldn't find one without all the vitamin A in it, then this is a good product to try. I didn't rebuy it because I do have my 6 months of this stocked up, and so I'm going to take this and my other stuff, and then I'll look a little bit further into this when I do my full video on all of my supplements. Back into the trash bin. Let's see what we have in here now. Here's my estrogen patch. You guys know I'm a postmenopausal woman. So this is Estradiol. It's a 0.0375 milligram patch. This does not contain progesterone, and so I do have to take that separately. So I take an oral version of that. That is also bioidentical. So both of the things I'm taking are bioidentical. And I've been happy with this patch. I feel like it keeps my, night sweats at bay and keeps my mood a little bit better. Menopause is no joke, and it really does suck, but I've found that mine is a little bit more manageable and a little bit better since I've been on my patch. All right. So another rando, this is a eye drop that I started using. This is Retain. I wear contacts and my eyes are pretty dry because I wear them way longer than I should because I don't love my glasses. This is a mineral oil based drop, and I thought, oh gosh, this is going to be horrible because when I put it in, I'm not going to be able to see a thing, and I like to be able to read at night. That puts me to sleep. And it's not like that. These are so great. They have like relieved my dry eye. My eyes feel so good. It's not like a bottle of eye droppers. They're individual doses. So you just peel one off, you pop the top. I do 2 drops, and then there's still 2 more uses in here. You can put the cap back on. You just like jam it back on there, stand it up, and then you can use it again the next night. And I find that each of these lasts me like 3 nights. So where this says that it's 30 sterile single-use doses, I actually get 90 out of it. So if you have dry eye and you're looking for a solution, give those a try. They're recommended by my eye doctor, and I really like them. Okay, so I finished another Thayer's alcohol-free witch hazel toner. I've been using this for years. I like it that it's alcohol-free. I don't like to use SD alcohol in my skincare because I feel like it's drying to the skin. I always found witch hazel to be soothing and to help my pores look smaller. And I haven't actually bought a new one of these yet. There's nothing wrong with it. I still love it, but I recently switched over to using green tea toner. And one of the ones that I'm using also has witch hazel in it, so I was like, oh, if I can get green tea and witch hazel, that's great. There are 2 different green tea toners that I've just started using, and I really like them both. One is from Colleen Rothschild. It's a matcha green tea toner, and the other one is from Isntree. Next thing is my Alpha Skincare Renewal Lotion. This is a 12% glycolic acid lotion. It's a body lotion that I use from the neck down almost every day or every other day. And glycolic acid is great, just like lactic acid is. It's an alpha hydroxy acid that exfoliates your skin. So just like you need exfoliation going on in your face, you need it from the neck down. That's what helps you keep your skin from looking crepey and feeling dry and itchy, and it's chock full of really heavy duty moisturizers. So it will also really hydrate and moisturize your skin. Okay, let's see, 2 things left in the bottom. One is my Maylove the Sun Protector sunscreen. This is a sunscreen that was sent to me by the company over the course of the year. They asked me to review it. I liked it, but I didn't love it. It didn't become one of my faves for my face, but what I love it for, and the reason it's in the Empties because I have used the whole thing up, is I love it for the back of my hands. You always have to protect the backs of your hands from sun damage, and where you're also washing your hands, I feel like it just comes right off. And this creates almost like a film on the backs of my hands that I can feel, and so I can tell when it's still on there and that it hasn't washed off. So I put this on every morning, but when I'm going to get my manicure done and I get my gel nails done and I put my hands in those UV lights, I put this on right before I go to the salon, and then even though they do things to my hands and I have to wash them, I still know that they're protected. All right, and the last thing to pop out of here is my CeraVe Skin Renewing Cream Serum. This is CeraVe's retinol cream. This is a nice drugstore retinol that you can use on your face if you're just starting to get into using retinoids. I recommend using a retinoid starting about in your mid-20s, early 30s on up through the rest of your life, because retinoids are really the one super proven anti-aging ingredient that is going to do something for your skin. So when you're younger, you can use just a retinol, or if you don't want to get into a prescription retinoid, you can use a retinol. If you have places on your face, neck, whatever, that are super sensitive and can't use a prescription retinoid, then use a retinol. So this is the retinol that I use on my neck because, as I said before, my neck is too sensitive to use my prescription tretinoin. So I use a retinol there and that matrixyl, and that keeps my neck fairly good looking. So we have reached the bottom of my bin. Thank goodness. I know that was a long one. It had a lot of random weird stuff in it, but I'm so glad that I got to share it all with you here today. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful and informative. If you did, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell while you're down there. So thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you watching. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.